Hi there, it's day 5 of the old Carbon WetCell. What you're looking at now is the discharge curve for number 11, and we got 78 milliwatt hours from about an hour's charge. I've got the charge curve saved so we can look at that. I'll post that on the video, but it was around about an hour. Something I noticed, once the charge voltage hits 3.1, the cell is sort of at that level, 78 milliwatts. It's actually, I got it up to, I think it was 80 milliwatt hours. And that will be on the next, that will be on this video, yeah. So, last night, I think I did number 12. Yep, that's discharge number 12. We got 87 milliwatt hours on number 12, and that was a 100 milliamp load. Oh no, there must be another one. Or did I lose that one? Oh yeah, here we are, 66 milliwatt hours, but we took 100 milliwatts as a load. Let's charge run 13, and that finished about 10:30 last night. I haven't touched the cell at all. It's 2:20 p.m. the next day, and funny thing is, I checked the voltage on the cell. It's been like 15.5 hours, and the voltage is 1.4 after a 100 milliamp discharge, but we didn't take the power right out because it couldn't maintain its 100 milliamps, and the current load test stopped. So that's what's left in it right now. We've got 30 milliamp load, and we'll see if it actually runs that after 15 or so hours. It's a strange cell. It somewhat drops pretty quickly there, but it's still better than those other chargers we had and left idle. Still pretty much a dead cell. I was just fascinated at the high voltage. Well, we have a power output, sort of. We're struggling now to maintain the power, yeah. So I'll give it another hour and something charge. I'll just I'll connect the leads and then I'll drop in and show you what the voltage is just before we start charging. Okay, charge number 14. We're going to 3.1 already, which is strange. I'll start monitoring it, so we'll have to stay at that value for a while. In the last previous charges, that was 3.00 something, and it worked itself up to 3.1. But the temperature's starting to increase again now. We got ambient temperature is 34. That wall is, it's cooler again, 36. And the cell 32.2. So I'll give it an hour's charge, and I'll get back. Okay, this is charge number 14. We charged it up for 1 hour and 9 minutes, and we're holding 2.2 volts, and we're going to go to a 100 milliamp load. Last night it was doing 100 milliamps, not too bad. And we'll start the test. It's holding its voltage quite well for 100 milliamps. We're at 0.2 watts. I think it was working better last night. I gave the electrolyte a stir this time. Didn't add anything though, just stirred it up. Okay, I'll do a time lapse of the remainder. End of load test 14, it's 53 milliwatt hours, 30 minutes on an hour's charge. The load was 100 milliamps, so not too bad on the first charge of day 5 for the cell. I think accumulative charges add a little bit extra going by last night's result on a 100 milliwatt draw. That was discharge number 13. So this one's number 14. We're all set up for a charge. I'll connect the voltage. Charger connected. And we're only at 2.9 volts now. I should have cleared the settings. Oh, we're not monitoring. Okay, got the monitor going. For some reason our voltage is down. I haven't changed the power settings. I'll check the temperature of the cell. 35 degrees. Table temperature is 35.6, and the wall, oh, records there, and we're pretty far away. We should be about 300 millimeters. Oh, we don't gain much. Poor laptop. 43 like normal. Alright, so I'll give it just over an hour and 10 minutes or something, thereabouts. Oh, and the milliamps are up this time. We're 330, when I think last time we were 250 or 300. Okay, charge number 15. We're 1 hour and 9 minutes, and we're at 2.2 volts with no charger on it, and we got somewhat of a sort of better looking curve. It's going up though. It was back up to nearly 295 milliamps. Started at 390. Alright, we're ready for a 100 milliamp test. And the cell's temperature 36.3, the tabletop 36.5, so it's a little bit cooler than the table, and 43 for the laptop. Okay. Next couple of days the mercury's rising. We're looking good so far. We're still above 2 volts. Quite a big load for the little cell. This time it's gone all frothy. I think it might be too hot. The liquid's starting to froth up. I gave it a stir earlier and made it all grey looking. It's getting some settlement down the bottom. We got a minute over 2 volts on 100 milliamp load. That's okay. Just a minute. It just fell out. Oh. It's ripping us off. It's doing 101 milliamp. Alright, I'll get back with an update for this one. Load test 14 coming to the end. It can't keep up now. It sort of just dropped in to reset, coming down. So we've got 33 minutes and 63 milliwatt hours on a 100 milliamp load for that run. It's not too bad. And it should run out any minute now. I think that's a little bit up on the other one. I think back-to-back charges work alright with the cell. And we should be dropping now. Alright, I'll save this one out and I'll do another charge, I think. Yep. Okay, this one was number 15, not number 14. We're on to charge number 16 now. I'll just connect. Oh, hang on. I'll clear that list. I want that. Okay, alright. I'll connect the charger and start logging. Alright, we've got 630 milliamps. Wow. We haven't changed any settings and we're only on 2.99. So it seems to be sucking in a lot and dropping quickly. The 100 milliamp load may be making it work a bit harder. Alright, I'll be back. Charge number 16, 1 hour. I've got it off charge now. That's a bit wonky. So we're going to do a 50 milliamp run this time. See what we get. So this is discharge number 15. No, 16, sorry. Got it right. The voltage is holding well. We're only on 50 milliamp as the load for this one. Surprising how well the voltage holds on 50 milliamps. I've noticed something. The mist from the charging has made the copper discolour up around the top of the glue, and it's working its way down the side, so it's going to go under that glue and get to the back of that copper pad and the carbon electrode, I'd imagine. That's where it's all frothy on that side. Not so much this side, see? And that side, crazy. Big chunk of something floating around there. But still working, and it's the 16th charge, 4 more to 20, and it hasn't sort of changed in its delivery of energy. This one might get its bit more than 5 minutes on the 2 volts. Well, I really hope the cell doesn't sort of split apart due to that copper. Might have to bend the plates, the copper plates around on the edges and then glue it up like that. Perhaps so it's a round corner. Resins have a hard time sticking to straight edges. Thin straight edges anyway. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Maybe the charge is too high, but can't really afford the longer run time on charge time, I mean. As it is, it takes a good time to charge and discharge this. I think there's some crystals forming on the top of the cell. On this side. Down in there. See, it's white. Well, that's going to touch the copper and probably eat right across there. So sealing your cells is another of major importance in design. Wonder if the collectors are even needed on the carbon graphite pads. Right, we're at 4 minutes and 2 volts, that's good. It's only 50 milliamps, but we'll probably get 6 minutes at 2 volts. Oh, easy. Certainly does look like our longer charge helps. 2 minutes, 6 minutes, 2 volts. Yeah, that's about it. We probably won't get the 7. Alright, I'll leave it there and I'll get an update in about a half hour. 28-minute update. It's holding strong. It's got 42 milliwatt hours so far and 1.4 volts. Okay. This is the end of load test 16. We got 85 milliwatt hours and 1 hour and 20 minutes on 50 milliwatt load. And when was the last time? I think I checked it at 8:09, so it's 8:20 nearly. And we'll see if it's got any power. I've already saved that curve. And it still holds 0.9 volts. So not too bad. So we got 4 more to get to our 20, and I can't see any signs of it's not going to make it. Its power density seems to be pretty good still, or better than it started. Alright, I'll do 4 more tomorrow and calling it quits tonight. Alright. Okay, it's time to make the other sealed cell. I got the membrane that's going to wrap right around it. I have the 2 carbon plates already glued up. Had a bit of a spillage there, had to shave it down. Okay, so we'll weigh. Okay, a standard membrane coated paper towel weighs 0.23 grams. Alright, so we got 6 homemade sheets, 2.1 grams of homemade carbon. What was that again? 0.2. So there's probably less than 1 gram of carbon still there. That will be the negative side plate. That's the homemade carbon sheets. There's 6 layers. Manganese dioxide ones. 6 layers of them. We got 4 grams. So probably less than 2.5 grams of actual carbon. That will be the positive side plate. Oh, just so we don't forget, I'll scratch this. Okay. Right, I'll wrap the membrane around the positive side completely. I'll put the fold out the back. That shouldn't matter. It should be still sealed enough for it to be noticeably different. I'm not sure how well 6 layers are going to actually work, if it does work. But if we don't try it, we're never going to know. Alright, so cell's constructed, and we'll keep it on the same video as the 16 other charges. This one's left over from yesterday, last night, still at 1 volt, and for a short circuit on it. It's had a 100 milliamp load. No, it was a 50 milliamp load taken off it last night for an hour, and we still got 40 on a short circuit. So I probably didn't charge it up long enough the other day to leave it over 24 hours, I should say. Alright, I need a rubber band, and I've got another container. It's going to use a bit of my electrolyte, but still, it's going to be interesting. Alright, I'll be back shortly. Okay, I got it soaking. We won't touch this one for a while. That's the 6th layer with the positive electrode totally covered in membrane. We'll continue the 4 charges on this one, and for a resistance on this one, it doesn't detect any. Nothing. At 200k. What about if I connect the load? Short circuiting, maybe have a resistance. Nope. So still undetectable resistance, but it leaks. Alright, I'll give it 4 more charges and I'll report back on that one, and then we'll get into the new cell. That should be interesting. Started the 17th charge. It's 4 minutes in and we're at 181 milliamps. And we can't go by the voltage, it changes all the time too much, so we have to go by the time duration to work out the charge. So this time the cell only took just over 210 milliamps that first charge. Okay, I'll be back when it's charged. Charge number 17 is complete. We're headed back to the 200 milliamp mark. and we're holding 2.2, and we're ready for a 50 milliamp load, and starting now. We're on schedule for our 5 minutes at 2 volts, I think, being 1.1, or it was. So 3 more tests and we've made our 20. The temperature's heating up. The cell, 32.4 for the cell. Ambient temperature, the table, 33. And that wall, the wall's heating up this time. We're going to be hot today. We're in the 39 degrees. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the 3. It's, 12:47 already. Alright, oh, we seem to be dropping quickly. Maybe we won't get our 5 minutes. No, we will. Alright, I'll let this thing do its thing. I'm going to go have some lunch. Okay, made it to 21 charges. This is the 21st charge. And we charged it up for 59 minutes. It's holding 2.2, about to do a test. 50 milliamp load test. So this will be the 21st discharge, and the cell's holding up, but it's turned a bit black. I think the voltage is way too much for it. It might be separating some of the carbon or the graphite. We've got the other cell, it's been sitting in its water solution there for most of the day now. So I'll get to that one tomorrow. I'll leave it, it's getting late. It's 9:43, time this finishes it'll be about 10:30. Sort of works alright with the longer charge. Holds its voltage, but sort of anything under an hour it will drop pretty quickly, but still performs. A 33 minutes still does 52 milliwatt hours, and hour and 10 minutes does around about 60 to 70 milliwatt hours. So probably with 2 volt charge over a longer time, which I don't sort of have the time to wait around for the charge. So this one here will be interesting. I might even attempt to do it tonight. I might not be able to sleep. Alright, I'll post some updates and then I'll post this video. This will be the last one. I'll keep the cell running. See how long it actually goes for until it dies. Oh yeah, on the 19th charge I added 20 ml of distilled water to the cell. Over 6 days it's lost 20 ml out in the open, and we've been up in the 35 degrees temperature wise. I've had the cell out of water a couple of times when I stirred the mixture, and it doesn't look like it's decaying on the copper collectors or anything yet. There is just that green tinge, but that hasn't started getting worse. And we got 2 minutes on our 2 volts, so it's still okay. We'll probably get 3 or 4 minutes at 2 volts. One thing I've noticed by changing the milliwatt load is that the milliwatt hours sort of does change a bit. You get less on the heavier draw due to probably maybe the cutoff or something, not sure. I thought it would have been the same. So overall performance, thumbs up I think. The discoloration of the waters, or the electrolyte I should say, is a bit of a worry. we're going to get our 4 minutes. Yep. Okay, I'll get back in about half hour. Okay, discharge number 21 was somewhat down on power. It's only 47 milliwatt hours, but it was a 59-minute charge. I cut it a bit short because we're running out of time, 10:30. So overall, not too bad performance in the cell. It's still functioning. So I'll charge it up a few more times in the coming weeks and see if it lives or dies. And tomorrow's test will be a 6-layer cell. That's got plenty of time soaking. Alright, thanks for watching.